in a world where na sipenya na baby ibawa simiku wenya ha. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but this is the event. I'm your host Jay Hunterville. We got the nerd Z here.
Hey.
You know, running the studio stuff. We got Del Pesh here.
Hey, what's going on?
So hope you guys are having a good night, good day, whenever you're listening to this. Good evening. I watched The Lion King on the Thursday. It was a private screening.
Nice.
Shout out to Just Us Events Toronto.
Woo.
Okay.
Retail, how did that happen?
It was a 2000s party.
Yes.
At Sunday Socials 2000s party.
Yay. Shout out to Sunday Social.
Yeah, and I dressed up and, you know, Nerzy pulled me and told me I had to go on stage, you know, try to be more confident. And I was just like, okay, sure. I went on stage, you know.
There was a game.
It was a game, like, guess the song, you know, Maya. Return of the X came on, and you had to sing the song or whatever. And
and then two twos it led you
two twos. Next thing you know, just said, you know, we're gonna swing you a pair of tickets. I said, okay. Wakanda forever, you know what I mean?
Cause you won it, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
He won the tickets.
I won the tickets. And two people won the tickets. I won the tickets, and the person that we were competing against won tickets too. So went to watch The Lion King.
All black theater.
All black movie theater, like in there. Let me tell you something.
It's lit.
There is nothing like a all black movie theater. Nothing. Nothing. I wish I watched Black Panther in all black theater.
I really do too. Yeah.
Get Out.
That would have been no.
Oh, and Get Out. Yeah.
I'm just thinking about all the movies you could just watch with just you know, people of color. Like, it was just amazing. Like, one thing I loved is just because it's a Lion King, everybody knew the Lion King.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's one of those things that when si penya that I beat people were busting their triggers.
I'm rolling.
Couple maybe lighters. Everybody knew what it was as soon as
it came
the movie started. They had like a little music part at the starting.
Yeah.
Nice.
To be honest, like, I don't want to go stereotypical, but like I came in late. Like, everybody had their seats already. I was like, mirror, I did not I'm wrong for that, but you know, it was lit same way. So
now, spoiler alert.
I'm not.
No, you know. Okay.
I'm not gonna spoil it. I won't spoil it.
Well, how did you feel about the movie? Like,
the movie in general, yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's The Lion King. We were there.
Let me tell you something. It was a good. It was decent. Yeah. It was a good movie. I'll give it that. Okay. It was a good movie. I feel like the theater itself, like I said, it's just a different feel when you're watching it with your people. It's different. Yeah. It's like different. Like there's like, it's like interactions. Everybody's cracking jokes. Everybody's, you know, like, it's like watching something with black people commentary in the back sometimes. It's like amazing. It's funny. It's the vibes.
Yes.
One thing, obviously, like, it's one of those, when you're watching a movie that's like as impactful as Lion King,
right.
I'm watching it and I'm like amazed by the CGI. Like, how they really made it, like,
the CGI.
It's like
nice. Like,
it was like a Jungle Book good.
Like,
I never watched Jungle
Avatar
Book.
type of ahead of
like Avatar.
Time.
I never watched Avatar neither.
Okay.
You missed out.
I see
the only Avatar condone is the last Airbender and Korra.
I'm not gonna lie. I see it in parts. I didn't see it together.
Really?
I see it in parts. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it was like ahead of its game.
So based off of it, like,
we got someone saying
everybody
looked
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Lion King was nice. Yeah. Like, the tigers are nice. Wow. Zazu, like, as a bird, he had the twitch. The hyena look ugly. Rafiki looked like Rafiki.
Yes. Okay.
Like, everything was there. Like, one thing I was concerned about was emotion.
Right.
But, like,
what do you mean by that? Like,
because you know how in The Lion King it's like
It's animated.
It's animated, so Simba would be crying.
Yes.
So you have tears.
Yes.
Like, it didn't have that, but like, for me, it was the whole thing about the movie. For me, it was the angles. Like, they had angles in certain ways. So like Scar, like, he looked suspect. He had the scar.
Right.
And the way they angled it in certain ways, like, it was like Scar was looking down at Simba. Right. Or like little representations.
Like the camera angle.
Like the camera angle, Scar's looking down at
this.
Simba.
Yeah.
Like, if you remember the movie, Simba's like, oh, I'm going to be the king or whatever.
Yes.
But Scar's looking down like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really, Simba? Like, you know what I mean? So the angle showed more emotion than thing. You know what I mean?
How do you feel? So the comment is, Scar needed his song. His
I don't want to spoil it. I didn't want to spoil it, but they said it. Yeah, honestly, might as well say it. The be prepared.
Yes.
Old school, way better.
So we know Scar doesn't have...
Scar is not singing. He's talking the whole time.
Oh, jeez.
He's talking rapping? The whole time. Not rapping.
Don't say... No.
A dub?
Like legit talking. Legit talking. Scar was talking the whole time.
No.
Like, I was even waiting for like the be prepared. None of that.
Oh, he didn't get that.
It was just...
They took that out.
Like, he talked, like, it was talking, and he was just talking.
He didn't have his own song.
He didn't have... It wasn't like songy. It wasn't songy.
Not even spoken word ever.
Not even. Yeah, it was just a Magah talking. Like, it was a Magah talking.
That's serious.
That's unfortunate.
The guy who's ruling, why would he have time to sing or rap? Talks.
He talks.
Another thing. What else I can say?
Acapella.
If I could, since we're spoiling.
Say the facts, man. Say the facts.
Say the facts?
Yeah, yo.
Okay. All right. Spoiler alert. Really spoiler alert. Okay. This is a spoiler alert. Okay. All right. That's one part that I was like, okay, the be prepared part wasn't going in. Just can't wait to be king. Yes. Sure. Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. What else was there? For the, like, certain parts still hit.
Yes.
There's certain parts still hit. Like Mufasa dying, that still hit. That like still till this day.
Okay.
But for me, I don't know if it's the movie or if it's me being triggered by the past.
Okay.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because you know how you like even thinking about it still, like when you saw the bull, the boars and all some coming down, it's like, oh God, I already know what this is.
You already know it, yeah.
Right? So it was.
You know how it ends.
You know how it ends. I just remember.
Yeah.
No, did someone say something? Or?
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh, I know we were talking about Beyonce. But yes, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Yes.
Okay. Who is that? Who is that saying that?
It's Iramo Art. Yes.
Okay.
So.
Shut up. Big up yourself.
Yes.
Okay. But okay. So the thing about the Mufasa dying.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be a tough critic, I would say, okay. I remember in the first one, you saw him get trampled.
Right.
Yeah. Like you saw him get like
a
Nefas,
the whole dust scene and everything.
Yeah. This one, he just fell back.
What?
They didn't show the trampling.
No.
Interesting.
Ew.
But it was so detailed to the point, like, even like Simba walking in the desert, like the footprints was like, you know what I mean?
No, but no, wait.
I'm told I really need to see this. Like, yo, maybe we need to see this. Like,
what, like the...
No,
to see how these things were, like, these little parts.
There was so much little parts that were missing that it was like, you would watch it and be like, nah, something's off here.
Yeah.
Like, if you watch it, you know, something's off here.
Yeah.
Like,
so Mufasa fell back and the scene
just ends to dust. Like into the
dust.
Like, into, like...
Supposedly he got hit by water, too, and that was it.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. And then the way it ends is like Simba comes down, he's looking for his dad.
Yes.
The one boy runs off. And then it's like he runs off and it's like they show Mufasa in the dusk. And the way it looked like he didn't drop it, it was kind of like the angle they put it, he wasn't like in the middle. He was like on the side. So he probably did get a 1-2 bore, like the guy said. Could be right. He could be right. Like just 2 crucial critical hits, and that's all it was.
True.
Interesting.
So Beyonce now.
So hold on, we're getting there. So,
you might as well just get there now.
hold on, Rafiki.
Yes.
What I don't like that they did with Beyonce's part.
Okay.
Like, I feel like Beyonce's song Spirit took over a main part of what Rafiki used to say to Simba when he was older. Remember the part when Rafiki had the stick?
Yeah.
And he hit him. And he's like, oh, that hurts. And he's like, it doesn't matter. It's in the past.
Yes.
It's either you run with it or you learn from it, and he swings and miss. That was not in the movie. That was not in the movie.
That's three
it went from,
parts.
oh, Simba, you're the king of the jungle or whatever, and then Spirit comes on, and he's running in the trails. I'm like, really, guys?
Wow.
Really?
That's pretty...
Really, guys?
Because they're probably looking at it like it's
a marketing move, obviously.
That's one. And two, PETA, man. Violence against animals.
But it's two animals. It's a baboon and a lion.
That's kind of... Yeah, it's two animals.
So is it what, animal and animal crime?
I mean, it's not real.
But you have lions and hyenas fighting the whole movie?
Yeah.
But you have lion and hyenas fighting the whole movie? Yo, miss me with that. But...
He's just standing there and talking to... I mean, of course, it's already... They're talking animals, but...
Yeah.
That's why I said I'm an old head with the classics.
I'm not going to lie. Timon and Pumbaa, they were good. They were good.
Okay.
They were good. Seth Rogen and...
Right? Because that's important.
They're funny. Like, they're funny. They're good or whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
You keep missing Beyonce. I don't know why you keep dodging her.
I'm going to get there. I'm just trying to get everywhere, and then Beyonce will get wherever she gets.
We don't want to ruin it for everybody.
Okay. Well, there's missing pieces, whatever. Beyonce. Beyonce, you're talented.
Yes.
She's talented.
Yes.
Oh, you saw that with the...
Let me tell you something. The GIF album was good.
Yes.
I feel like just like Black Panther, how they had Kendrick run the whole Black Panther album.
Right.
That should have been the same thing for Beyonce.
Really?
Run the soundtrack.
Really?
The voice, it sounded like it was Nala starring Sasha Fierce.
Oh.
Or Nala starring Foxy Cleopatra from Goldmember.
Yes.
That's what I felt like.
Yeah.
It was like...
You didn't feel she was...
I felt like...
She was like young...
You're the king, Simba!
What?
Like, it's like... Where's your pot? Like... I got no problems with Beyonce. I love
no
Beyonce.
Passion in it? Like,
there's passion.
Okay.
Too much?
Too much.
It's too much passion.
Because that's what it was said. Like, yo. Like,
she was a bit...
She wasn't trying to be a princess. She was trying to be the whole queen.
Yeah,
like,
she was like... She's like, be king so I can be queen.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Oh my God,
you alive?
you're a prince?
Okay,
Oh,
be
shit.
king so I can be queen.
Wow.
Snap out of it. I don't want to see Scar.
Ew. It
Wow.
was like,
That's
you got
what it
bills
was.
to pay.
Yeah.
Love don't pay no bills
And
here.
then the one part in the movie, what bugged me is like, I don't remember Nala having her own role with like the female hyena.
Yeah.
So they had this whole thing of the female hyena was like, oh, I couldn't wait to get to you, Nala. And then Nala's like, bring it on. And that's like, what the? This is...
Yo, the reference is wild. It's like how she talks to Jay-Z after he went with Becky in the good hair.
Basically, it sounded like that was. It sounded like that was in the movie. Like,
wow.
It's like,
Ew.
and
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
it was like someone's like, how do I get this emotion? Someone just went in her ear, lemonade, and then it was just like,
Yeah, that's fun. That's funny.
She just found
But
that place.
for me, it was like
The overall of it.
overall
So
good.
out of the 10 lion roars, what do you give it?
10 lion roars.
Yes.
This is the problem. I'm torn.
Yeah.
I'm torn because
The old one and the new one?
the old one and the new one. I don't know if I watch. The funny thing is, it's good, but I don't think I'll watch it again.
Yeah.
Oh, one and done. Pump and
I don't
pump.
think.
You ain't calling her back
don't
no
think-
more.
I don't
Interpretation wasn't the grand.
I felt like a little bit of the heart of the movie was missing.
You're saying,
Did this thing came out?
Yes.
That is hilarious.
Just give us a second, guys.
A little bit of the heart was missing.
Said 6 lion roars for the movie. 10
6
lion-
lion roars?
hey, let's see there you go.
6 lion
And then
and
10
one
for
Simba
Beyonce's,
line. Sin line.
thing.
I'll say 6 lion roars and 1 Simba roar.
1 Simba roar?
So 6.5.
True. That's what you rate it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have to watch it and then come back.
Because
the thing about it, is like, no. The thing about it, it's one of those things that it's like, I feel like it could have been better. Yeah. Could have been better.
It's a one and done.
It could have been better. But I just don't like remakes of movies anyway. That's true. I don't like remakes of classic movies.
So like if you go to Spider-Man Quick Fast, like the Spider-Man remakes are just like, I watched the Tobey one, I'm done.
You know what the funny thing is? I watched Spider-Man Homecoming this week too.
Spider-Man Homecoming?
I mean, Far From Home.
Far From Home?
The newest one with Mysterio.
With Mysterio, right?
And to be honest...
But the cartoon one or
no? No.
Live action?
Live action.
Oh, okay.
With Jake Gyllenhaal as a bad guy.
Oh, okay.
Is it Jake Gyllenhaal? I think it is.
But yeah.
He's a pretty good actor.
He's good. But the thing about that movie, I actually liked it. Like, I liked the way that they had Mysterio. I liked how they showed his skill.
Yeah.
When they showed his skill, it was like, if you were on any type of substance,
right,
you'd be tripping out hard. Hard in the movie. Okay. Hard in the movie. When Mysterio does what he does. But, that's how it's funny. I didn't even give you my rating of The Lion King. We're talking about Spider-Man. That shows my importance.
In the chat, they said 6?
Yeah.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
I would say... I would say 7.
7 roars.
I'd say 7 roars.
So 7 roars out of 10.
7 roars because the flaws was Beyonce's voice.
Yes.
Wow.
Which plays a key part. And I don't like a market push. I don't like when you push. I get it. Spirit is an amazing thing. But, that wasn't in the original. Don't put it in now. Sorry.
Yo, this guy's face is serious.
Them, yeah,
to be honest, because I watched that the Thursday and the Saturday I went to watch the actual play.
Right.
Yeah.
At Princess of Wales.
Yeah.
And the play blew that out the water. Blew it right out the water.
So we're talking like a 10 out of 10 for the play.
10 out of 10 for the play.
So we're saying that we got to tell people to go to the play. And watch.
But the play is a lot of money.
No, we say a lot of money. Are you saying like over?
We gotta support what's good though.
It's like $200 for a ticket.
What? Wait! I thought you were gonna say like over 50.
No,
it's 200 what?
Like 200. Like
for a ticket?
It's like Princess of Wales. It's a lot of money to go in those theaters.
200.
Yes, like I wish like.
Wait, I was sleeping this whole time then. Clearly, because when did
Princess
Lion
of
King
Wales.
have that? Okay.
Let me tell you something. This is the play. Okay. And you know people play a lot to watch Broadway.
How much are tickets?
Yeah.
$200.
Like 200, 140.
Yes, honey. One person.
200
one person. One somebody.
Only entrance. One.
200. And gummy bears is like $3-4 in them places.
It's about 5 main shows. 50 main shows. Sorry.
So but it was a good.
50 main shows.
Let me tell you something. Yo, they're probably.
He said no. Watch it on YouTube.
The real talk. But they made sure they said, yo, no cameras.
Yes,
them the place there, and you'll get exposed easy.
Oh, yes.
Because it's out in the open.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But that blew it out the water. That play blew it out the water. Because it had the original songs. It had new songs, but the songs correlate with the movie.
The movie, okay.
Like, it correlate, everything worked. Nothing was switched. And even if it was switched, it worked.
It worked.
Like, it worked.
Right.
True. Okay.
Like even when they felt, it was like the circle of light part, some people want ball. Because it was like they had the stage, then they had the aisles. Elephants coming down the aisles. This coming out. Like they utilized
it's very interactive
the whole theater. And for me, I just like live music as well. So yeah. But yeah. Lion King, cool.
Yeah.
So 7 roars out of 10.
True.
7 roars.
I feel that.
The GIF album is amazing. Shout out to them. I wouldn't think they would settle for less for there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
True.
You said
I don't think I'm gonna watch another Disney remake though.
Oh wow, you're just like, yeah.
Just like that.
I'm straight like that.
I'm staying in the past.
I'm staying in the past.
I don't care what people say now.
I'm
You're saying
someone's recount. What did they say?
They're like, I love how you're talking about everything but the movie.
Yeah, facts. Like I'm just off topic because that's how important it was. But shout out to them.
Yes.
They did a CGI miraculous job.
Yes.
Good thing.
What is the next topic?
It was ASAP.
ASAP.
Now, speaking of he's not really CGI'd, but like
I'm saying he's not really CGI.
But he's not in the U.S., so
he's not in the U.S. either.
He's in Sweden.
He got 21 Savage. Holy. Like, so right now he is
21 Savage.
yeah, it's basic. That's true.
I don't think so.
He is basically like that. Well,
not
not
so
in the
much
same situation.
not the same situation,
So,
but
the funny thing is, okay, so basically the whole ASAP thing.
Yes. For the people
Some
who don't
fans
know.
are bothering him, I guess, try to record him. They threw headphones at him or something like that.
I mean,
ASAP
he's
Rocky.
been going through a lot, but his opinions have also been controversial.
Right, so ASAP, ASAP and his boys, they came swinging, beat him.
They beat up somebody?
They jumped him. they chased it like he swung him like swing him, and they started beating him up. But at the same time, I don't understand. One thing I don't understand is when you're jumping somebody, how do you miss punches?
Bro, this is like Tory Lanez when the man kicked and he
No, but that's not Tory Lanez. That wasn't Tory Lanez. That's somebody else. When the man came, he swing and miss. But like, when I see someone like getting jumped and they miss, like everybody's miss. I don't know if the punch is so quick that it's like a feint punch,
right?
Like it hits but didn't hit,
right?
But like anyway.
But what happened to him? Like, what's going on? Why is he in Sweden in the first place?
Basically, because they're pushing him. They kept bothering him. Yeah. The fans are like, whoever had the camera, they were bothering him. They're following him everywhere.
Right.
All that stuff. He told them to leave him alone.
And he just.
Because that one particular person.
Right.
Like
he just bodied a man.
Bodied him.
Yeah, there were women with the group, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened is the person allegedly was slapping the girls' asses, and he's telling them, "Yo, chill out, like stop."
Was he slapping?
No,
really?
No, yeah, he was like harassing the women with him, right? And he's telling them, "Yo, chill out, whatever," right? And then you see the footage that you see where they're dumping on him, and they showed that one first because that's what I think they used to convict him. But then he posted out the whole episode of what happened from beginning to end of like, oh, this guy's just harassing me, blah blah blah. It was an immigrant that just came there.
To Sweden.
So it wasn't even like a Sweden.
So it wasn't even a citizen.
A Sweden native. Wow. So it was somebody else who lives in Sweden, who started harassing ASAP, and ASAP fought back and gave the man a Spartan kick in his chest. Yes.
Yeah. Spartan kick him in his chest.
I'm just saying. Like,
they dealt with him. So now, and then they arrest him.
Yeah.
Right.
They said he wasn't in suitable conditions, and
the guy. Or ASAP.
ASAP. Oh. And now he's locked up. Apparently, they charged him, and he might get 2 years there. Donald Trump is trying to, get him out.
Right.
This guy started the hashtag Free Rocky.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fake. I thought it was a fake thing. I was like, no, this is a real tweet.
Was out here saying this?
The thing about ASAP Rocky.
This is ASAP. Yes, we're talking about ASAP. This is what's going on. ASAP.
But here's the thing about ASAP, like. The whole Ferguson thing,
right? Which I have here. I'm gonna break it down.
What was the Ferguson thing again?
No, this is what happened here.
Yeah.
According to timeout.com, New York.
Oh, okay.
It's like a music. I think it's a website. They do a whole bunch of stuff, but it starts off with let's see, where a student challenged his decision to abstain from rapping about racist police brutality in America, specifically the incidents in Ferguson. It's a topic many rappers at his level have addressed, from Killer Mike, Talib Kweli,
right.
J. Cole, Kendrick, whatever, right? Right. Then he said, let Kendrick and J. Cole deal with that shit. He retorts. He starts rapping from his record, moving his hands while swooshing the room on his board.
Right.
Go like the
Yes.
The whatever. He goes into the song Dream, spitting, I just had an epic dream like Dr. King.
Yes.
Police brutality was on my TV screen. I specified TV because I was in London.
Yes.
Why would I feel compelled to rap about Ferguson? I'm not about to say that I was down there throwing rocks at motherfuckers, getting pepper sprayed. I'd be lying. Is it because I'm black? What the fuck? Am I Al Sharpton now?
Well, and the funny thing is, I remember, like, allegedly. I'm trying to just. It's an alleged podcast, right. So just to be safe, allegedly. I don't want to get sued or anything.
Now, hold on. Now, I'll finish up with saying, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm ASAP Rocky. I did not sign up to be no political activist.
Right.
I want to talk about my motherfucking lean,
Yes.
my best friend dying, girls, my jiggy fashion,
Yes.
my inspiration in drugs. I live in
Right.
fucking Soho and Beverly Hills. I can't relate.
Okay.
I could go. I
that
could.
was his biggest thing.
Yeah.
That's what
I go back to Harlem. It's not the same. It's a sad story. I got to tell you the truth. I'm in a studio. I'm in fashion houses. I'm in these bitches' drawers.
Basically talking about.
I'm not doing
his privileged life.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything outside of that. That's my life. These people need to leave me the fuck alone.
Right.
Now put it like this.
Yeah.
Because I remember he said the same, not really the same thing.
That's deep.
He went on the Breakfast Club quick, like the next day.
Yes.
I remember he was talking about.
He went on the Breakfast Club.
And I guess he was comparing that to like Sudanese, what's happening in Sudan.
Right.
Something like that. I think he was talking something like that. I remembered. Sad reality is like now it's coming to bite his ass.
Why?
In a way of like, oh, you said this before. Why are we supporting this now?
Yes.
At the same time, it's like injustice for one is injustice for all.
Is it?
I think so.
Because while this was happening, his family was reaching out to Al Sharpton. That's why this makes this.
Oh.
That's what makes it funny like that.
They went out.
That's what makes it funny. Like
the problem is the way I see it is like.
I mean, Al Sharpton's he's a lawyer.
No, I don't know what he is.
Is he a lawyer?
I don't know what he is. I don't know what he is. I know he's just. I know he's just the
like
person you call.
Activist, yeah.
He's the person you call when something injustice
shit
happens.
goes sideways.
It should go sideways.
But at the same time, I feel like it's in Sweden. Like Sweden, they have different ways, different situations, or whatever.
You can't bail out. You can't bail out. No political. Anybody can get involved. It's when they say you're doing this time, that's it.
No long talking.
No long talking.
And that's the thing.
That no bond thing threw me. I was like, damn, you can't bond. You can't bail yourself
out. But here's
out.
the thing: like he's going in for basically protecting himself or defending himself in a way, even though.
Okay. So he's
there's a crazy reaction.
That as his defense, like.
Yeah, he's protecting himself. People are bothering him.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
But here's another thing.
But did he have to
well, put it like this. Look what going on with Future's security guard. Catching a brick to his face.
Oh shit!
He caught brick, fist, whatever. Harassing Future, or basically have a story. They're harassing him. Security got onto a tussle. Man caught a brick or a fist to his from behind, knocked out. And when you're knocked out with your hands in, you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Wow, that could be brain damage.
The person who was harassing Future knocked out the security guard.
Basically turned his back and got his head turned off.
So is that being that they're on?
So it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
I mean,
like what do you do if someone's legit just following you everywhere? You tell them to leave, they don't leave you alone. They're flinging their headphones at you because you're telling them to leave. Like what do you do?
They're trying to like hit me.
Like a mixtape? What?
No, they're trying. You know, people go viral putting cameras in your face.
See how I don't know what's going on?
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to figure out what happened. It's like I'm getting a lot of mixed. I don't know how to feel about this situation.
Okay.
Like, was the person actually harassing him?
Yes.
And therefore.
They're harassing him. They were following him with the camera. He told them, leave him alone. They did not listen.
Where was his
people around
security
Sweden? I guess the security
guard.
No,
they're around.
They're around.
Why weren't they doing their job?
Which is what I said. I'm like, let the security handle it.
That's a good question.
Like, never jump in to settle.
That's a question. Maybe that's the thing. You know, maybe he's not gonna get. No offense, guys, but maybe he's not gonna get the thing that he wants because the people that you assigned the job to protect you wasn't doing their job. So at that point, why are you doing anything?
That could be it.
That's crazy.
That's a countersuit right there. Damn.
I don't know. The West. Who are you gonna countersue?
The ASAP would countersue his security. They would pay his bail and charge.
That's too much work. That's too much work.
There's no bail though.
There's no bail out there. You're the one that got caught up in it. You're going in for it.
You're going in for it. There's no bail.
There's no type of long talking. Because I remember.
You doing the Googles? Okay.
No, because shout out to Brilliant Idiots. I remember something happened with their audio guy. I think Alex Media, or Alex. He got arrested in Sweden. for like fighting a bouncer, and the bouncers are like same level as cops.
Oh.
So it's kind of like once you fight a bouncer, that's like fighting a cop. That's like me fighting a TTC man, and then and then I'm getting charged for like fighting a cop. I think that's how it is. Is that how it is? That TTC people is like
that weird.
So,
like if you fight a TTC person,
like fair inspector, no. But when you see those guys with the what are they called, the M Bison hat, with the sailor hat basically, and they're vested up.
One of them's
you can't swing on those people.
Basically.
No, you can't swing on them because they're actually like they can charge you by
right there,
like right on the spot.
Like level.
So what if they try me?
Yeah, they're basically like RCMP. The people.
But what if they try me? What if I paid my fair price? What if they want to fight me?
Like that kid that happened with the kid, right?
Yeah.
Because what happened in St. Clair, he was getting off.
No, it wasn't St. Clair. It was Union.
No, St. Clair. St. Clair West, the station.
You sure?
Yeah.
I saw it was Union Station.
Whatever the station may be, what happened?
Basically, from the camera footage, the kid was getting off.
Yes.
And then either they were called there or they were already at the stop.
Right.
Right? So what happened is the kid's getting off and the guy shoved the kid. Like the kid's frail, but the kid flew back and then they were just ragdolling him.
Why? Who's ragdolling him? The person who pushed him?
The two allegedly fair inspectors.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think that was Union, yo.
Union? We'll double check that.
Just for not paying?
For not paying.
I don't know if it was not paying. Was it not paying or they just caught him there and they just
assumed he was not paying? Yeah.
Some. It just didn't. Well, basically, to assault a man, just push I you push me, I'm pushing you back.
That's crazy. I didn't know TTC drivers were doing all of that.
Not the drivers,
the inspectors.
Allegedly.
I don't know. Hey, at the end of the day, the way I see it, like for ASAP, I hope the right thing will get done. Like I hope the situation is solved, but this what goes to show you as when you're like an artist, and you're a role model to a lot of people. I get it. You don't want to be that type of Al Sharpton or whatever, but it comes with it. I think.
Right.
All that comes with it, and you don't know the time when I'll come back to bite you.
Yeah. But I don't think what he said was wrong. Like that's his opinion. He doesn't want to be an activist.
I know he can't
relate.
Put
himself in a political position.
I get it. He can't relate, but you can say
James
that it's wrong.
Told me something like a while ago. It's how you say things.
Yeah.
Like when it was, I think we were pertaining to the chance thing. What he said.
It's how you say it.
It's how you said it.
Right.
If he said it like in a like, I'm not too like well versed in the subject.
Yes. But wouldn't you be angry if someone came up to you and be like, "Well, why aren't you upset about the refugees coming from Africa? Why are you asking me about refugees in Africa? Do I live in Africa?"
But at the same time,
it's a double-edged sword. That, like,
at the same time, I feel like he could have said, "Listen, I don't know much about that situation, but it is a messed up situation.
Right.
Call it out as yes, it's messed up.
But if
don't act like you don't give a damn about it."
But what if he doesn't? Then we're asking him to bullshit and lie and
I'm
care
not
about something that he
saying
doesn't.
to bull and lie, but say that it's a messed up situation.
Like soften the
Not soften the blow. You could say you don't know, but based off what you heard, it's messed up.
But that's if he thinks it's messed up. Look at the history. Look at where he's coming from. This is a guy who's talking about, I want to talk about my lean. No offense.
But you can say police injustice is messed up. You can say that. But
if his experiences say that. If his don't, and all he knew, if the cops were like, to him, people who got arrested or whoever experienced with cops and their interactions, it was meant that happened. If that was his experience, that anyone who did or got snatched up, it was because they did something that was unlawful. Then for him, he's going to be like, well, what can I do about that?
I guess.
You know? I mean, I think it's fair that he was honest. I don't think he should be penalized now for his honesty.
Okay, well.
Especially if he was like, that's what my focus is. Like, don't ask me to focus on things that I don't want to focus on. And I think on top of it, it kind of puts black people in a box. No offense.
Ooh. Oh, like in like if something happens in like, let's say, like New Jersey for something, like something like big.
Yeah.
It's like
the assumption is that because you're black, you're gonna go and support.
You're gonna support.
But it's like, you know, like the whole concept of Black Beverly Hills. OMG, you should hear how many things people are so against it.
Like you mean like because there's something called Baldwin Hills, which is almost similar, right?
It's just that these are black people with privileges.
The only Baldwin Hills I remember is like the TV show.
The TV show, yeah. Which is, yeah.
A lot of them don't have to deal with a lot of traumas. They're not dealing with like vulnerable or needy things. All their stuff is covered.
Like they're their own bubble.
Right.
I get it, but I feel like it doesn't.
And then can you blame that person?
It doesn't. I know, but
for having that type of view.
It doesn't mean you can't turn a blind eye, because when your money's gone, what happens then?
If your
when
money's
you have to
gone?
go into that, when you go into that situation, what happens then? Yes, we have to. Hey, there's racism in various ways. It could be by there. It could be in Baldwin Hills. It could be certain areas. It could be anywhere.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's certain things you should know. And I get it. You could turn a blind eye and say, hey, I'm not struggling with it now. But like, state you hear about Ferguson. You hear about these things. You can't act like, I can't say, like, I don't know how their situation is. But like, when you hear these things, I feel like showing ignorance can be an issue. Like being ignorant towards it. I feel like being ignorant to the situation, be like, well, I wasn't there, so I don't know. No, like, acknowledge
the tone
it.
You're saying
acknowledge it. You know what I mean? Say, hey, I wasn't here. I was in the UK. I was whatever, but this is what I've heard about it. Or, hey, you're asking me the question. Tell me what I need to know.
Yeah.
And if it's messed up, I'm gonna say, hey, it's messed up.
Right, but that's you. That's what I'm saying. You see what I mean? You're saying that, and that's what you would say. How can we turn around and say to ASAP, that was his experience. He basically stated his experience. Don't come to me just because I'm black and tell me I should be caring about, or I should know about, or I should think about the following things. I don't want to think about those things. I want to think about my lean. I want to think about the girls. I want to think about my fashion. And I want to think about these things.
Sure.
Well, like, to me, I just look at it. He looks like, I don't want to have to. It's like the whole concept of, why do we have another slave movie?
That's a good
black
segue.
Person.
We'll bounce back and forth, but that's
But it's like,
it really is another slave movie.
Well, when in regards of ASAP, to close it off, free ASAP. Free ASAP.
No, I didn't say all that either. I didn't say free him. Okay.
I would say free because it was self-defense.
True.
From the full. At
the same time,
from that.
I hope from the situation there's a lot to think about now. Because when you're in that pen, like, lean, you can't get lean. I don't know if you could get girls out there, but now you have a lot more things to think about.
I mean, a statement came out saying it's not a racial issue. So
clearly,
he said it's not a racial issue. So
right, he's looking at it like it's fair game. Like, I'm here for this, and that's it.
Now, although like there's some artists like that are banned Sweden, don't perform there until right. But
I was gonna say something about that, but I'll leave it alone.
What?
I'll leave it alone
because
I think, I don't know if allegedly, I think it was Nicki Minaj that said something about I almost got arrested in Jamaica because of something free ASAP, and I'm like, wait, what? What does Jamaica have to do with Sweden? Like, I could be wrong.
You're saying, okay.
Sorry, Barbies, if I got it wrong. But let's just, I don't know. The way I say it, let's... You're
saying, like, people are just jumping on, like, saying, this cop or this person messed with me the wrong way. And then they relate it to, like...
I think she was trying to relate the fact that she cursed on stage in Jamaica, and in Jamaica, if you curse, you could get arrested on stage.
Oh, shit.
That's another
weird... I didn't know that.
Yeah, and certain...
Wait, what?
Hold on, time out.
Hold on, what?
I'm not done, guys.
So
certain performances, there's certain performances you can get arrested. Certain performances. Not everybody in Jamaica's cussing.
But we're okay with popping out pussies and Ben's punanis.
This is what did I said? Certain stages, okay? You're not gonna bust Vibes Cartel, on Bicycle Ride at the Doodle Bops concert of Mr. Wiggles featuring World Boss. No, you don't do that. There's certain performances.
Wait,
certain places.
at Sting you can swear though.
I think at Sting you can swear. I'm just saying, like basically whatever she's performing.
Just knowing that this is the country that is known, infamous for this.
Shut up.
So all of a sudden say, oh, sorry.
Shut up, okay?
Some places you might get arrested.
Well, at the end of the day, the past is the past. Speaking of the past, Harriet Tubman, okay?
Wow.
The movie, they have a movie.
Another slave movie.
Yes.
Another slave movie. I think it's basic. I can't say female Django. Can I say female Django? No.
No.
It's like the female.
You know what? Let me riff on this a second. Like out of all the slave movies so far, the Django's really the only one that had a rebellion. Like he got freed. He shot up all the people that took his wife. That took him. Like he blew
Birth of a
Candyland.
Nation.
Like
There's Birth of a Nation.
Birth of a Nation, but that got sabotaged.
At the end. Yes.
Like got sabotaged at the end.
Yes.
And a lot of people didn't watch that movie for the allegations.
Because when it was being released, like all of a sudden he had this sex thing come up and
allegations
it just
and stuff.
and it really like it stifled the movie.
Stifled the movie.
Yeah. So no one watched that. But I can name 12 Years a Slave.
Yes.
There's Harriet.
Yes.
There's The Color Purple, which happened after.
Right.
There's
They made a remake for The Color Purple, no?
Selma.
There's Selma. Selma's more. I think there's more Martin Luther King civil rights. But you get me, right?
Yeah.
It's always like
Roots.
like roots too. It's a lens.
That's being shaped.
That's shaped. It's always that we're overcoming. We're always
Yes.
They never show in between those years. There was always rebellions happening, right?
See.
So this is the first rebellion movie, basically.
We saw the trailer, right? I don't think there's any rebellion in it besides. When I say the word rebellion, I mean like I want her like in a heist movie where she's like nonstop just freeing people. Boom, shoot this one for boom. Like that's
like this is an action film. Like
no, but like it's not actiony, but like
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a more serious.
Like that Quentin Tarantino type of feel.
Yeah.
With the pace.
With the pace, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh man, I'm just over any of these movies though. Honestly.
Like another one.
Yeah, like I'm tired. Honestly, I'm tired.
Jeez, man.
I'm so happy we have what's his name? Who did Get Out? Jordan Peele. And then we have filmmakers like the one who did Medea. Jesus.
Tyler Perry.
Yes, I'm happy that we have the Tyler Perrys.
No.
The reason why I say that is because it's new and
Tyler
fresh
Perry is new
media.
But he has to play
fresh.
He has to play a woman though.
Okay,
to get his point across.
No, I'm not even that.
But I mean,
Tyler
like,
Perry movies have the same type of thing. Like
I get that, but I'm talking about is not looking at it in a sense of just historical context. This is a new set of stage, black people. This is how this archetype is.
But why does it always have to be an affair?
I'll give a shout out though.
That's not new. It's an affair in every Tyler Perry movie.
That's fine, but it's that whole concept of affairs was not there. How many times could you go and look at a whole black cast movie that was on commercial level that was anything about
There's regular stuff. Or you mean affair like
yeah. You probably wouldn't find that. Or even a love story. How many love stories do you know that has full black cast on a commercial level?
You really can't name one.
Well,
I want to see something like that. I'm
like
tired of listening to these historical Get Out. Like
It's important, yes, but like you can tell
when it's stifled.
When it's created by certain mind states and hands, you can tell it's like
stifled. It's stifled. It's not meant to motivate.
It's not meant to motivate. It's always just to show
what happened.
Yeah.
So based off the movie, you guys don't think it's motivational?
No, it's not that based off the movie. I just don't like the trend
of a slave movie.
Trend,
of the style of movies.
The one thing I think about is, I feel like, what do they have? The Butler, 12 Years a Slave.
That was what I was trying to remember.
All those movies, and they win, like, awards for, like, oppressing movies.
Exactly.
So my question is, when Harriet comes out, are they going to win something? Like, did Django win anything?
I think so.
I think it did.
Because it's kind of, I don't know, it seems kind of rough to give Like, I don't know. Like, are we able to have movies that are uplifting for people of color that's saying, hey, we overcome something and won an award?
They won a lot, bro.
Which one?
Oh,
The Django.
Django won a lot?
right?
Bro.
Yeah?
MTV Movie Award for Best Jaw-Dropping. Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay. Academy Award for Best Actor in Supporting Role. Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actor.
Damn.
BAFTA Award for Best Actor.
I was about to
Supporting-
say, okay,
NAAC,
let me unfold my hands. When you said MTV, I'm like, seriously?
Yeah, Golden Globe Award for Best Screenplay. Yeah.
Okay, all right, well.
And this is with each person. Samuel L. Jackson. These are everybody who got thing. These are the people. Samuel L. Jackson, Quentin Tarantino, Christian Waltz,
Jamie Foxx,
Leonardo DiCaprio, Kerry Washington. Quentin,
Yeah,
and for each one, these people got these awards.
Nice.
And it was a slave rebellion
Okay,
movie,
so,
yeah.
well, we're going to have to see about Harriet.
Got a lot, man.
I just don't like oppressing movies. I feel like I'm going to watch it.
Yes.
I'm going to watch it, but sometimes it gets to a point where there's just way too much oppressing movies. Like Birth of a Nation was a tough pill to watch.
Like, can that be Donkey of the Day on Breakfast Club?
Too much slavery movies?
Too much slave movie?
Too many slave movies, like,
I don't think so. Maybe.
you know.
We'll see. I
Because
don't know.
I, you know, it's like Moonlight. Moonlight was a really great movie.
I never watched Moonlight.
It was really,
I was
really
told
great.
to watch Moonlight.
It's like a story of a young black man growing up into the role, and it's like his whole concept of like dealing with what's actively here and having a parent who is not the best for you, but still you care for them. The decision of going to like gang life or street life versus actually taking in and building yourself up. It was a really great story, and he was dealing with his like sexuality too. Really nice.
Sounds like a lot still.
What?
I was told to watch it.
Right?
But I didn't watch it
I
yet.
would like to
He'll be
watch.
Blade in the future, too. Marshall Ali?
Yes.
Yeah, he'll be playing. Oh,
He'll be Blade in the future.
Oh,
That's
I
crazy.
heard so many people were going off about that.
what?
They didn't like him to be it. They were like, "Oh, he's too tiny. Oh, this is he really gonna think?" Somebody else I know.
Well,
were
it
like,
was the
he
same
was like,
thing.
He's too soft.
You
like,
know what?
he's
You
not
know
gonna
what?
have that, you know,
Sometimes you
kid
just can't.
slap, like.
Because you just can't get what you
Can't bring-
want.
You can't bring
Like,
like Wesley. Wesley's
you
like,
can't get what you want sometimes. Because lately I've been getting slandered
Yes.
about my whole Idris Elba thing.
Really?
Like, people are like, oh, you're nothing at Trump. He's a black character. I'm like, God.
It's true.
Okay. I'm sorry.
really got slandered for that. Wow.
I got like bad up, but it is what
But
it
like
is.
Blade is good though.
Yeah.
Like that's a good movie. That's a
I feel like that was the first. Wasn't that the first Marvel movie?
It was
first Marvel movie.
First Marvel that started like.
they started it was like X-Men, Blade,
I think it was Blade first.
maybe, yeah.
It was
'Cause
Blade first, then X-Men.
the best intro I've ever seen. It starts off right. It shows what Blade is about, and they don't play around with the,
But did Blade ever? Blade didn't have no Stan Lee appearances.
The first film is Iron Man.
Iron Man before Blade.
Let's see when Blade was made. First Marvel movie, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. When they officially like coined it,
They
like
coined it. Yeah, they're probably like, oh, Blade.
First Marvel. It has nothing to do with like any of them. That's
this
so
guy
funny.
said,
No, yeah, the first one was Iron Man. First was Iron Man. Then it says
What?
Iron Man 2. Then Thor, Captain America.
No,
First Avengers.
no. Like Blade was a Marvel character.
Blade,
though.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's what they're saying.
But when did Blade come out?
Like when did
Let's
Blade
see.
come out? Yeah.
Movie history. The Marvel Universe was Iron Man.
Okay, Marvel Universe, but like Marvel character, I'm thinking.
But like Marvel, like the
Layden came before Blade. Layden. Oh, watch you.
Layden, what's
what
Layden?
the hell's Layden?
See, now we gotta go look this shit
Now we
up.
have to go back.
Right? We gotta look
We're
this
doing our
up.
Googles right now.
So
But-
Marvel's early movie history from 1944 to 1990.
We're going too far.
It's too far? Is it?
I swear it came out 2000. Blade.
Are you going like old school, like Incredible Hulk? Yo, that's an old school.
Oh man.
Captain America
I don't know.
is the first one.
No.
Then Spider-Man.
We're thinking universe. We're thinking. Check
So,
the date of
Captain
when
America
Blade was out.
1944. Spider-Man was 1977. Doctor Strange, 1978.
Whoa, I don't want to see that.
Captain America, 1979.
Okay.
Why are we going so far?
Listen, I'm working. Howard the Duck, 1986.
That was okay.
You know
The
Howard.
Incredible Hulk, 1988.
Okay.
You know in what's it called? Endgame. Howard Duck was in the thing.
Okay, Hulk, then Hulk again.
I think they're discriminating.
There
Blade.
was a Punisher.
This discriminating Blade. I don't think they're gonna have Blade on there.
1990.
They're not gonna have Blade on that list.
Wow, Captain America got a lot, bro. Hulk also got a lot too.
Yo,
They give Hulk a lot of chances. Like,
Okay, when did the first Blade come out then? Jeez.
that's what I told you
it
guys.
has to be
search.
1999 or 2000.
Yo, sorry.
Anyways, back to
Sorry,
Harriet.
I'm gonna riff. I'm kind of offsetting.
Yes.
Oh, okay. We're going to Harriet.
This is what happens when we rant, and you guys want to go far. We're going far too. You know what I think they should remake? I don't think you guys remember the show back in the day.
Okay.
It was like a Canadian show. It was on Teletoon back in the day. It was called Cyber 6.
Yes.
Oh.
And it was 1998 when Blade came out.
1998.
I think if there's a live action movie I'd like to watch,
Is Cyber 6?
Cyber 6.
Bruh, please do not do this. You're going to hurt people. We're going to hurt
Live action Cyber 6?
Live action Cyber 6 is going to hurt people. People
Are
gonna
you
have a heart
crazy?
attack. You're going to have a heart attack. You're going to have a lineup for... Oh, my God.
Live. I don't think everybody knows who Cyber 6 was. A lot of people don't know Cyber 6.
No, but
And in the way the marketing, too?
Especially at a time like this, the character,
Yo,
Cyber 6
would go
was...
clutch.
Let me tell you something. Saturday night. Let's throw it back. Saturday night, I didn't have nothing to watch. Them
don't
times.
Yo.
And like, what was it? Cyber 6, there was Data 7. Oh,
Yeah,
there
that's
was...
what you said. Data 7.
Let me tell you something. At like 7 o'clock, Cyber 6 would run 2 episodes. And then they'd watch, what was it? For Better or For Worse. And I'm like, nah, B, you put back on the Cyber 6. Cyber 6 was lit, brethren.
Rolling.
wow.
Like, are you kidding me? The kid villain, the one episode, I remember the one episode I seen, she was fighting this big, like, eyeball or something.
Yes.
And they had to use, like, she just learned how to use nitrogen.
Yes.
And she used the nitrogen to, yo, tell you the truth, Cyber 6 would be a thing right now. No debating.
Jose,
No
the
debating.
kid villain.
Yeah. The little kid with, like,
Yes, with the little chunky hair. Yes, yes.
Cyber 6 would be a show.
As a movie.
Especially in this time now, because it had that whole dynamic with her and the teacher. And she was a boy.
Oh,
She
man.
was, she was undercover, yeah.
Yeah. Which
You'd
was
have to find you'd have to find an androgynous actor. That's one.
Ruby Rose.
Whoa, that's in right now. Yo, you're giving... No, stop. You're giving ideas away.
Oh my gosh.
I think
Okay,
that
you know
works.
what? Oh,
Nah, you're giving ideas away.
away.
Nah, chill.
Am I giving ideas
you're
away?
giving
Ruby
ideas
Rose
away.
at Cyber 6?
Ruby Rose is Cyber 6.
And that would work because she wasn't American.
Ruby Rose from...
Her
What was it?
accent,
Where
she
is
had
Ruby
an
Rose from? Orange is the New Black?
Ruby Rose, she's in that, yeah. That is so true.
Ruby Rose.
Would fit so well. Who would be her love interest though? Because he has to be
Who was it?
equally as.
Nah.
But
the
he's
love
smaller.
the love interest looked like the what's it called? The teacher looked like Hugh Jackman. Like he was just big.
That's what I'm saying. And blonde. With
He's
glasses.
blonde too.
Just throw in Captain America.
No.
Or,
With Ruby Rose.
No.
They gotta be like the same. No, she's tall. She's shorter.
Oh, no, they can cheat it.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Shit.
But anyway.
Anyways, back to Harriet.
Yes.
Sorry, we do this all the time. Sorry. But yeah, Harriet, I'm gonna watch the movie. You guys gonna watch the movie?
No.
You know, it's one of those things where I'll probably watch it like 2 years after it released. No, like honestly, I'm sick of it. Like I really, as a black person, I do not want to watch another.
I'm gonna watch it. I
mean, I feel like
those movies I can watch.
I feel like the only reason why they've been producing these things is because it's no longer being taught. So they're trying to figure out a way to keep that agenda going.
What do you mean it's not being taught? It's like it's not being like.
Yeah, it's been taken out of. If you've looked into the recent textbooks, the language has changed quite a lot.
I heard the word immigrant.
Quite a lot.
Involuntary immigrant?
So what, slaves were like now employees or something?
Basically.
No, yeah. They say the word immigrant.
It's like, oh, they were asked. There was a meeting, and there was an exchange of ideas, and then they migrated to the Americas.
So what
it's
did
like that. Like, not say that it was forced. It was coerced.
So what did they say about like Canada's and the natives? And Hudson Bay.
Recently seen
blankets and
but I've seen a few like
allegedly.
Now I'm thinking back in high school, I don't think anyone has ever mentioned that part. Once again, shout out to that teacher. He put it down and said he laid it down like what happened. It was off topic and everything. Like we were just off topic just now. Like
yes.
He just came and said, "Yo, this is what it is."
Oh, was it that supply teacher that always had stories? Alvaro
Not
did?
him. It's a short dude with glasses. Very short
English
dude.
teacher.
I'll say the name off there.
With a limp?
He didn't have a limp, no. He was just a very short dude. Curly hair.
Oh. Yeah, he had a limp. And he did drama.
Has anybody said anything in like the live or whatever? Let's see what they said.
So the person said, I think they're trying to force black history being slavery and nothing before.
That's another problem.
And that's why I say the agenda.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's like that's all you see. Like, you just hear about rebellions or you just hear about fighting.
Or
just
oppression.
like, oppression.
That's why as much...
Only enslaved and then fighting to be out of it. Like,
there's a thing.
What happened afterwards?
You should guys like look at something after called Slave Play, which is hit Broadway.
Oh.
And it's a dude, I forgot his name, but basically he said he wants to get interracial couples over the trauma of having had to have better relationships with one another, right?
That makes sense.
Now, what doesn't make sense...
So was it like slave and slave master's wife type thing? Or like...
Say what? But they're working on a Musa Mensa movie on the richest man in Africa. I want to hear that.
There was that, Musa, I heard of that. And then there's like a Dr. Sebi documentary. Mm-hmm. No, I think they'll still do it.
That ain't coming out.
But for some reason, I just can't watch certain things because, like, I could watch Harriet and be okay based on the story. Mm-hmm. But, like, there's certain things I just can't watch because I might kick down people Pitney. Like, when they see us, I don't know if I can watch that. See, like Emmett Till story, I don't know if I can watch that.
That's my thing was because I had a comment about it. I wanted to see if I were to see it. My thing was I didn't want it to come across like it was just a one-man team. I wanted it. I hope that they're able to say like there were contributions and help that were involved for this whole movement to happen.
Or even
and I hope
like
that
people
they recognize
color and
that.
out of color type thing.
Yeah, like to recognize that because a lot of the people, in order for her to move and migrate, she had to live in the homes of like white people and shelter underneath. Like that was what it was. She was sheltering people and storing them underneath. People were getting their homes like inspected just to get people free. So it's like I hope that part is also being mentioned too. We can't act like it's just she was out here a one woman person with a gun and just pow 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 and then,
that's what it sounded like to me.
You know, and then she like built these tunnels and then people were like out here
like
running
saw
like,
off the hips.
Yeah, like you know.
Wicked stuff.
Like how much would it? Because what they call Nova Scotia.
Dead man tells no tales. Jeez.
And it's Jake Gyllenhaal making the Broadway show about the
slave play. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
He's like I think it is fetishizing black people and slavery.
It's wild. There's a part where it's literally twerk for massa.
Oh.
So basically she's in
twerk for massa.
She's in what's her name? It's Tanya P something like that.
Yes.
Taraj?
No, it's she's up and coming. She'll be in the new Marvel the next movie phase. But basically, there's a photo of her with her tongue out, and she's wearing the raggedy like slave clothes, and she's twerking while the slave master is back there in the cut, just like.
Are you kidding me? Well,
it's.
That's wild. But like this thing is being used as a tool to help interracial couples.
Interracial couples.
With getting past the historical practices and implications.
That's exactly how.
Level.
That's exactly how.
Got it.
The dude said it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
I mean, I think it's necessary.
Yeah.
Communication is necessary.
I mean, when you see
what is being demonstrated.
Yeah, you'll
okay.
Yeah.
Well.
But anyways, I'm not gonna see it. Is you gonna see it?
Later.
Harriet, maybe
on DVD,
I don't know. Maybe I might
Blu-ray.
change my mind when it comes. I don't know.
Nah, I don't think.
But I would like to see different representation of Black people in different roles and different archetypes. I think we are more multifaceted than the cheating, than the mammy-pammy, and the
first one dying
stuff.
in her flicks.
Yeah, you know, like I think we are more
the wizard that knows what to do and just
like,
tells a white person what to do and then just.
Where is the regular Black people activities?
Yeah, you know,
like regular.
Why don't we have somebody like?
It's extreme ends. It's either extreme violence or extreme.
It's wild. Like
another thing I can't say because the channel might get shot. But.
Shout out to the legit wicked Black movies. One of the best Black movies I would say that's out is Cool Runnings.
Yeah.
That's a very.
Rolling. But you know how old that is?
The first Jamaican bobsled team. That's
okay.
But
just, that's an achievement.
Just stay in the fact that it was
right?
Jamaican.
Yeah.
You know, just
how
stay
many
in the
times
fact that
have
it
we
was
seen
Jamaican.
like movies that were about achievement?
When you said that, my mind just went.
See, like that's what I'm saying. Like,
it just.
If we were to do sentiments, like how many times have you seen a movie?
Hidden Figures?
Which?
Hidden Figures?
Yeah, Hidden Figures. But again, it's still a historical context. Take something that's not a historical context.
And just have an achievement.
And it's just an achievement, and it's a fictional movie produced with an all-Black cast. You
see, if you hear electrical humming,
that is rough. That is rough. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That are hearing electrical humming, that is silence. You can't think of one.
What can you list that was on a commercial platform?
Power. I'm joking.
That's a show, though.
I don't know. That's a good question.
This guy said power. Wow, you take that back.
So when that happens, I will be very much satisfied.
Okay.
I mean, as they say, if you don't see it in the world, be the one to put it.
Put it out there, yeah.
Give it money, man. Give it the money. Trust me, it'll happen.
Trust
Give it
me.
the money.
I have some ideas in the tuck.
It's true.
I have some ideas in the tuck. We'll see in the future.
But when that happens,
and whoever's listening to this podcast that we're sharing this idea, you know who you are.
And if by any chance it does happen, call us. We want to be there.
That's right. I may not like Tyler Perry's films, but like you gotta give him a shout out for like bringing back the old school.
That's what I'm saying.
90s like Love Jones actresses,
That's what I mean.
The Set It Off actresses,
Sure.
This guy has
don't get me wrong. I'm not denying that.
Right? I get it. Like it's the whole like a lot of people would argue it's like the mammy pammy like that whole loud and that archetype of Black women.
Yeah.
But it's like it's one of them. But it's one where it's not from the perspective of a white person putting it out
context
there. Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a Black person putting it out there and saying like this is what it looks like.
So put it like this: would you want? Okay, because I don't know if you looked at the like Marvel comics. They have Ironheart, which is a Black girl that's very intelligent, and she's working for Tony Stark, and now she has her own like iron suit and stuff. They call it Ironheart. Even though it's a Marvel film, like, would you want? Well, of course, but like, would you want Tyler Perry? Like, watch it, but would you want Tyler Perry, like, directing that?
Why not? Just because I know what he's produced doesn't mean he's not capable of producing
like something
things.
different.
Okay. Yeah.
That's no, I'm not saying that he can't. I'm just saying like.
I know you'd be like, ooh, his work.
Rather, to me, I rather would have.
Really?
For me, it's like. I would have, preferably, I would have the guy that did Creed, and Michael Coogler.
Yes.
Coogler.
He got a full plate. He got to do a whole Black Panther too.
Yeah, I know.
He has a lot of work to do.
It's true.
He has Creed. He has a Creed franchise now.
He has to put more budget on the CGI too, man, because they didn't do justice for us. But
restoration.
It was quite ugly. Speaking of ugly.
There's a quick.
There's this video that's I don't know if it's viral. It was viral, but of this woman that has her baby and she's complaining about how ugly her baby is.
Yikes!
She's basically saying that she had a 50-50 chance of getting a pretty baby, and she got one pretty baby apparently, and now she's saying she has an ugly baby.
Oh Lord!
What? I don't.
Let's just state the fact that. It's a blessing to even have a baby in the first place.
A healthy baby.
This is very true.
A healthy baby.
A healthy baby.
This is true.
And I've been seeing lately like videos of people getting mad at like their baby, the gender reveals. like, oh, it's a girl and they wanted a boy and they're vexed. And in my head, I'm just like, yo.
You should just be happy.
Be happy with what you can get.
There was one video where it was grandma, it was auntie in the room, it was the woman and the husband, and they're holding the light skin baby, like brown skin or whatever, and like, oh, her eyes aren't as light.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
See? Now, that's a whole...
Her eyes aren't light as mine.
Or
so brown.
We've totally moved from colorism now to featureism.
Like
on a baby that is just born. A blessing. Born. A blessing.
Yeah.
You saw blackness, then you're in the light. You see people in the room, you're like, where am I? And you're being held, and then you're being...
And here's this person judging you.
Judging you.
Just judging you.
So you're ugly. Magah.
And the worst thing about... You know what's the funny thing about that video?
I'll put a...
You know what's the funny thing about that whole video, her saying, oh, I have an ugly baby, ugly baby, whatever. She looked like the baby.
Really. Well, obviously the baby's gonna look like her.
But she made it sound like the baby got the face from the dad.
From the dad, yeah.
But she said that at one point. She's like, turn him a certain size and he does a certain thing. Then all of a sudden, oh
shit. Cut out.
Yes.
It's okay.
Then technical difficulties.
All of a sudden it just
totally just disappeared. Whoa.
Oh, all of a sudden.
That's why we got that B camera.
That took me right off. I was like confused. Yeah, so she was saying about her child that when he looks at certain directions, she's like, yeah, he looks beautiful. Like, I look at him, I'm like, oh my God. And then she's like, other moments, it's like...
But why does it sound like she's taking a... It sounds like it's like girls when they take a picture. Oh, I look pretty on this side.
Well, she's being vain. But then that's what she
Vanity.
said. She was like, oh, I have to wait until he grows out of this. That's what she said. But then, okay. But
that's
is it...
sad, man.
My one question is, I'm actually happy to see a mom who admits that she herself thinks that her child's not attractive.
Huh?
I'm actually happy because sometimes you sit there, not to be... And I had a conversation with somebody else. Like, we had this whole thing. The person's like, you're being mean and you're being very... what's the word? Superficial. And it's like, oh, this and that. But then I was like, let's be honest. The same way in nature, it's a whole mating thing. You mate who you feel is in your, like
best of the best.
Exactly. Best of the crop. Like, sometimes I, like...
You're on the street, you see, yo, that's an ugly baby, man.
Yes.
Oh my God. You just say that in your head.
Seriously,
like,
guys?
But, like, people can't... And it's like, nowadays, you can't say that.
Because it's insensitive, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean...
So you want to go around people that they just push out baby. They'd be like, damn, your baby ugly. Like, and be able to say that? No.
Why does the baby look stretched?
Like, baby,
why does the baby look stretched?
But that's what I'm saying. We advertise like the baby is like full face, full hair, big eyes, all this stuff. You're like, ooh, this is what a baby... And it's like... But people's babies don't look like this.
Why does a baby have no hair?
Like, bald patch, this and that. Hair growing one side, flicking over in the other.
Guys,
like...
Why does my baby look like an uncle?
Guys, can we not disrespect people better than Pitney?
But if the parent is saying it,
they
are saying
guys, it. No,
they're saying it with their eyes.
It's just not right.
Okay.
They're saying it with their eyes.
It's like also saying. It's like also saying.
Guys.
Sometimes I just feel like, you as much as, what's the way to say it? I don't know how to say it though. When you grow up, okay, it's just kind of like, nowadays we understand anyone can do and be anything, right? This is what we are being told, and this is what the younger generation is being told. You can be whatever you want.
They're lying, but still. Go ahead though.
See, but that was what I was trying to say, but...
You can't be whatever you want.
But there are some things, there are certain limitations. Yes, like... like some models, for example, to do runway, there's a height requirement. That is what the job specifies, a height requirement. If you're not that height requirement, why are we trying to tear down this whole thing? That's what they think is
diversity. Not everybody's 6'7".
And I get that. I totally get that. But that is how they run their industry.
But at the same time, you have industries where, you know, you diversify and you'll be more successful as diversity. So, fine example, Fashion Nova.
Yes.
Some girls are 6 foot times, some are 4'11".
Yes.
And it's hard
but
to tell.
Fashion Nova's models all be having a bubble butt and some big titties, like,
come on,
and
not,
a slim ass waist.
What's wrong with
not
that?
necessarily.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's not
like,
the model.
But not
that's
necessarily.
their model that they want to have.
You can't say
as
that.
opposed to like the long back girls.
Exactly. Why wasn't a long back girl there?
There has to be some long backs.
And we're being honest.
And we should be calling them long backs. We just say different body types.
Okay, rigid.
Please.
See, and how do we do that? Like, that's what I'm saying. When it comes to when we have conversation about like body shaming, for example, or just like the whole concept of like beauty. I get it. It's the eye of the beholder, but I feel like sometimes we innately know what is attractive and what isn't. Right? And there's if we're gonna do like a democratic perspective, the majority wins, right? Like science.
Do you hear what this guy saying right now?
I'm like
this guy said beauty, but the higher behold a lie too. This guy said that's a lie too.
Because
right?
they even have, but beauty is considered a science. It's down to a science. The more equal your face is, the more
symmetry,
attractive you are.
The cheekbones and all that.
That's what I'm saying. That's filling in.
I think there's systematic beauty.
There is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's like colorism, right?
You ain't getting no free drinks at the bar if you look at.
Right? Or you can't come in the back like what Chris Brown said. You can't come in the back unless your hair's nice. You got good hair.
We gotta talk about that too. not today,
guys.
Not today. But
leave Chris Brown alone.
I love Chris Brown.
I'm not saying to hate on him or anything. Don't do that.
But
I'm not gonna. No.
Did we finish? Oh, it recorded all the way to the end. Wow.
But at the end of the day, we shouldn't be calling people's pitney ugly. I just feel that type of environment, that type of thing is not good for your child.
I mean, is it not good, or are you being honest? Like, you're going to go...
I'm not saying...
You can have all the confidence in the world. Don't get me wrong. You can have all the confidence in the world. It's not about your exterior. But... let's be honest. When you go out into the world, the first thing people see is your exterior. They don't see your heart. Your heart could be so beautiful. But, there are some people who are just going to be naturally not going to approach you.
It's like, it's a baby. The baby didn't even develop or grow. Damn, you're ugly as a baby.
That's like, a biological thing, you know.
I get it, but like sometimes they grow, like, I don't want to say it's ugly, but sometimes they grow out of whatever the issue is.
That's what a runt is.
Yikes!
Let's be honest. In the animal world, and we are animals. Let's not forget this. We're just domesticated.
Oh my lord!
She's saying she was holding up the runt of the.
Like that's
in her mind.
That is, if we were animals, right? If your child didn't look a certain way, that was the runt.
Wow.
Your baby or your group or your whatever would literally be based off aesthetics. We want to play like we don't have that. We're not animals.
We're human beings.
Like we are human beings. We've outgrown this. Well, no, that's the whole reason why, like on a biological level, they do that because they want your baby. You want the baby to be attractive, so you take care of the baby better. That's a whole biological thing. Like you would not look at your child and be like, "Oh my God, you are so beautiful and precious," and I just need to like eat you up and just make sure you're good and you grow up.
Yeah.
Like that is the whole purpose of why a child is attractive, or there's such a baby. Like this is science, okay? No one wants to talk about science.
Honestly, I don't like hearing people call people baby ugly. That is
parent is calling their own baby
ugly. Not other people.
I don't like when people hold their baby.
This is what the math of my genes look like now. The placement could have been better, but you might grow into it. It's the same as like I had like my sister. She had big lips. She had huge lips that were like surpassing her face. She grew into her lips though. But when she was young, it was kind of like she looked like she was always sucking. My head was huge. You know? Still is. Yeah, forehead is big. My forehead was huge when I was little. Well, I grew into my forehead. Big old head still.
I had a big old head and it grew. My body grew.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Big old head.
But that's what I mean. If someone came and clapped me in my forehead,
tie my shoelace into a barrel.
What am I gonna turn around and say?
First of all, that's gonna hurt. And second of all,
Iverson Pack, I think. His head so big, tie shoeless.
Yeah, you're like, yo, it's a landing pad. Like one time.
Yo, I used to hate having a big head because when I got a haircut, and the worst thing about it is just when you don't have the right barber, and even when you ask for the fade, they give you the one.
Life is mash.
Life mash. Because you're catching the one hottest barber slap.
Okay, so
and just cut your head. Anyway.
Even in that experience,
like
though, right? If the parent is saying, triggered. Okay, you as a parent now, you're going to probably think about, okay, I got to be honest, this child may end up getting bullied. What do I have to do next now to protect this child?
You gotta go to Superfly. Was it Martin's character, Dragonfly Jones?
Guys,
get a teaching class.
We can think about that when they're young, when they're older, but when they're a baby
what
and
do you mean? That's something you gotta think about when they're a baby.
No, I get it, but when they're so defenseless, you don't look at them like, damn, you are ugly, baby. Like that's not something like, it's not something should come out of your mouth. I feel.
Look, the good thing is it's not so common. I don't see Magah babies on the street like that.
So. That's not what. You don't call people pretty. You don't give them a name.
I'm rolling.
Like, you shouldn't be like, yo, look at this ugly baby.
Well, then you just know that parent is being.
Fat ass baby. Like, things shouldn't be said. There's certain things shouldn't be said about a baby.
Well, maybe she's getting harassed for it, too.
No.
I heard someone one time say, like,
I've seen someone get harassed for having a child.
That baby's being fed too much. Their eyes are starting to close and everything.
I've heard, yes. I've seen where, I kid you not, the person was like, what are you feeding this child? Then they're like talking about how the child's like a dumpling and
their eyes about to close though.
Yo.
Their eyes are about to close. Whoever said that, you go to the altar and ask for forgiveness. You're going straight to hell for that. Your eyes about to close.
Yo, that's so descriptive, man.
But yes, it's simple.
Let's go in the hell.
There are people who say that. But I mean, it's the same as why we have the concept of the ugly duckling.
Like, you guys are calling the baby ugly and the baby's just trying to hold his head up.
But why is that bad? We could look at that as a good thing. This is, a child could get some character out of this.
Oh, man.
Instead of being just superficial.
Baby didn't even know, the baby doesn't even see colors yet, and you're calling him ugly.
That's a disability.
No. When they're at the age, they slowly grow their sight. No, I'm just saying they slowly get their sight back. That's what I was told.
I need to stop.
Guys, don't.
I think we should end this evil energy. You know what?
No, I'm ending it by saying this. Guys, stop calling people pretty and ugly.
Yo.
Simple.
For all the parents
and
out
don't
there,
call your own child ugly.
I guess you know what? It's one of those things when we get into that role, we will then understand.
Why. I can't be going to my baby, picking him up and just going,
Which will be 9 months from you now. No, I'm sure.
Like looking at my baby and be like, what a baby. Like, no. This is a blessing from God. Like,
you have a child, yes.
Yes.
That you were able to create and recreate a human person, yes.
And it's one of those things that there's a lot of people that can't do it.
Yes.
So, like, don't take it like, ooh, this is ugly ass baby. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, you have the privilege of having
a child, like
a bunch of kids. Like,
just take care of them.
Take care and love them. Show them the love, and you know. I'm gonna wrap it up there because I'm tired of this hate a baby.
There's no such thing as ugly babies.
Energy. I don't like this energy. Like, I don't like this energy. Okay, I don't. So, SoundCloud.com/thevent. The Vent Pod on all one word. The Vent Pod on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can find us on Spotify at the Vent Podcast, and iTunes. On our Instagram, go on our link tree. All our links are there.
Ooh. If we get sponsored by them, that would be a big thing. Cause we push that.
Well, everybody pushes Linktree, so it's kind of hard to.
I can delete the previous ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Cause I'm gonna do some.
Yeah, I'll finish up. If you have any questions
or complaints, I called someone.
Come on, ask the vent at gmail.com.
I mean, I didn't say it personally to them. I just using examples. Yeah, I'll go with that. Examples.
August 25th. Save the date.
We're partying up, yo.
Maybe it's a party. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's live. Maybe it's not.
It is live.
Maybe it's meet to greet. Maybe it's not. Maybe Drake will be there. Maybe not. Maybe certain people will be there. Maybe not. Maybe it's sponsored by Ovio. Maybe not.
Ovio.
Maybe.
Is it Ovio or Uvio? It's Ovio, right?
It's Ovio.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
I'm just.
Maybe one umbrella. Well, maybe one umbrella might be there. Maybe not.
Wait, what?
Am I doing too much?
Yes. A lot.
Okay. Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, leave people at Pitney alone. Watch what you say.
Tracks.
Make something that will motivate, POCs. Behave yourself when you're in other people dumb country. Don't be afraid to call the police over there. And sometimes the circle of life is not necessarily a circle. It's straight.
This guy's out here doing linears like.
Well, that's what it said in the movie. I was just trying to remember. I don't remember
the line
in the movie, but it was something like that. So this is the event of We Out. Peace.